Hey everybody, it's time for another collaboration, and this time I'm doing that with DYNA here on YouTube. So we actually had a theme. We would pick, let's say, a color of the rainbow, and we would make our look around it. So I went for the color orange and DYNA went for the color purple. So my tutorial is all about orange, as you can see, and her tutorial is all about purple. So of course, go check out DYNA's version on YouTube. I will leave a direct link to the video below in the information box. Give her lots of love. Comment, like, subscribe, you know the deal. And if you want to know my version, then you know what you gotta do. So as always, I already started out with applying my Urban Decay primer potion, and I applied it all over my lid, in my crease, on my brow bone, and underneath my lower lash line. And next, I used my Studio Fix Face Powder in NC45 by M.A.C, and I'm gonna apply that with a taper blending brush by Sugarpill. I'm gonna apply that in my crease first, and then I'm softly gonna blend it up towards my brow bone. This is gonna help me create an even canvas to work on, and it's gonna help me blend out the rest of my eyeshadows. Now I'm going to use Flamepoint eyeshadow by Sugarpill Cosmetics, and I will be applying that with a 239 eyeshadow brush. So I'm first going to apply that all over my lid, so I'm really going to pack that on using swiping or windshield wiper motions and stippling motions to get the most color payoff. And once I've applied that all over my lid, I'm going to apply that underneath my lower lash line, as you can see right here, and of course connecting it with my lid. Then I'm taking a taper blending brush by M.A.C Cosmetics, and I'm applying that in my crease using windshield wiper motions. Once I've blended that out, I'm doing the same thing right underneath my lower lash line. I'm really blowing out that color. Then next, I'm going to use ButterCupCake eyeshadow, also by Sugarpill Cosmetics, and I'm going to apply that with another taper blending brush by M.A.C. And what I'm going to do is apply that color on the edge of Flamepoint eyeshadow, kind of like a gradient effect. And once I've done that again, so you know, blended everything out, I'm doing the same right underneath my lower lash line. The next eyeshadow I'm going to use is called Penny Metal, and it's by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I will be applying that with a small concealer brush by Royal Langnickel. But to intensify that eyeshadow, I'm going to use the M.A.C Mixing Medium. This is not the alcohol-based one, just so you know. So I'm mixing that together with that eyeshadow a little bit with my brush, and then I'm going to apply that on my tear duct as my inner corner highlight or tear duct highlight. And next, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Puro Amor Autograph Pencil and apply that on my lower waterline. After I've done that, I'm going to use my trusty Catrice liquid liner in Dating Joe Black, and I'm just going to apply my winged eyeliner, or draw my winged eyeliner. Whatever, you get the idea. So now that that is done, I'm going to apply my false lashes off camera, and I do have a separate video listed below in the information box on how I do that. But the lashes I'm wearing in this look, of course, are my Ardell Wispies and Demi Wispies stacked together, just so you know. And yeah, now let's move on with the rest of my face. So next, I'm going to use my trusty Mineralize Skin Finish Natural in Deep Dark by M.A.C, and I will be applying that all around the perimeter of my face using a Morphe powder brush. This is not only gonna help me warm up the rest of my face, but it's also gonna help me get rid of that ashy look, if you get what I mean. Next up, I'm going to use my trusty Sleek Contour Kit, and of course I'm gonna use the darkest shade, like duh. And I'm gonna use a angled contour brush, also by Morphe, to contour my face, because this chubby face needs a lot of definition and, you know, whatnot. But after that, I felt like my contour was a little sloppy, so I corrected it, so to say, by baking the lines, as you will see right here. See? So for my blush, I'm going to use a baked blush by Milani, and this one is called Luminoso. And I'm applying that on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm softly blending it up. And I'm using the M.A.C 130 brush to do this. So for my highlight, or my first highlight, I'm going to use my Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Glorify, and I'm gonna apply that on the highest points of my cheekbones with a small fan brush. And for my second highlight, I'm going to use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Radiant Light. And I'm only going to apply that on the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose. And on my lips, I'm going to apply a Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick called Persimmon. And yes, before I applied my liquid lipstick, I wiped away the excess powder I had on my face. And it just cleaned up my lines a little bit more, just so you know. Anyway, after I applied my liquid lipstick, as always, smack those lips together and I'm done. So that was it for the tutorial. Have you checked out DYNA's version yet? No? Go check it out because it's fun. She's nice. I love her spirit. I love her videos. So go check her version out. Like I said before, it's listed below in the information box. If you want to follow me on my social media pages, then just type in Makeup by Namaisa on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you, DYNA, for asking me to collab with you. I had lots of fun. And until my next video, bye!